What? That's not the right thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, there you go. Mm. Ugh. Of course, of course. 10 hours of Fontaine music? Hello? It's just that one video repeated, I see. Very cool. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. Any updates? Nothing in particular. Uh, things are things haven't really moved. Not on the commission side. Not on the not on any of the commission sides. I haven't really started yet, but I do have a template for the messaging and communications that we like to have, just in case that we forget anything in particular. Stuff like what we need to confirm, need to know, and this and that. Oh, what else was there? I can't remember. Website's kind of junk. I realized that using Cloud for work means I disconnected my shit from local. But connecting stuff at work is kind of a pain, yeah. So now I don't have it available for use at home. So bit of a weird situation. Today I would like to draw something to completion. I think it's been a while. I think I keep dropping shit because halfway through I forgot what I want to do. Oh, I just don't have the motivation to push through it. We do learn things here and there. Hmm. But yeah, it's been very broken. Let me see. Where's my reference? I opened it somewhere. Where'd it go? Flowers, yes. I said something about not ever wanting to draw flowers again, didn't I? No, I think that was mostly... Oh no, flowers too, I think. Flowers too. Hello, George. Hello. I'm looking for a way to convince myself to draw something a little bit more to completion. Yeah, at the last 90th minute, right? You know, funny story, me and my coworkers were in a car. It's not that funny of a story. But me and my coworkers were in a car, I think when that happened or something. We were talking about it and then it ended. The match ended. Very sad. Okay, the auto translate made me think that you said Brazilian Miku. It was very interesting indeed. Sorry, what is wrong with my music? Every time I keep playing around with the stupid speaker volume thingy, and now I need to readjust it. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, like, they should just cancel the World Cup now. Nothing to see now, right? Japan's out. I was like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. Oh my god, dude. So many people are gonna be angry over that comment. What? What? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh my god. Cancel this guy. Messi? You know, like, if I were to ever appreciate soccer or like football, wherever, however you call it, 11 dudes, 1 ball, I think I have to start from the rules, because I actually don't know what the rules are. It seems kind of arbitrary sometimes. It's like, oh, what the? It's like, oh, that doesn't count. I mean, to be honest, I haven't even watched enough of like clips to even understand it. So it's gonna be a while. At least I can appreciate ping pong, I think, like table tennis. Table tennis, I can kind of... Well, okay, you know, I know the rules. I have touched a racket and ping pong ball before, so I have a better idea of what's happening. Not to say that I have a good idea, but I can appreciate when people are spinning balls. I don't have any good inspiration to make me want to draw. As always, I wanted to look for something that I can bring to some higher level of finish that we haven't really done in a long time. Oh, message retracted, Lamau. Sports. Yeah, the rule of it. Oh, I see. The music's so quiet all of a sudden. Like, it's just part of the video. I am too lazy to adjust the volume, because I have to bring it back right now, I think. The moment it stops this one track. Never mind. Still can't hear shit. What? Oh yes, George, I bought the magnesium thing you were talking about. I haven't had it yet. I'm trying to remember to have it, but I keep forgetting. sleep super good. We're gonna see about that. I mean, that would be nice, I suppose. I think it's been kind of long since I didn't really feel like shit. I kind of forgot what it means to not, like, I don't know what it means to overdo things now. Because I always feel like shit. I'm always getting a headache, or like I kind of sick, or like I'm kind of car sick, or I'm kind of dizzy, or I'm feeling really cold. Or my head's kind of like swelling or something. It feels like it's swelling. That if I were to get it to stop, then I have to stop doing anything and everything. It doesn't, it cannot happen. So it's just like the all the way. I think all of it comes back down to not having enough sleep. But yeah. Anyways, we'll see. It would be nice if it works. Of course, the next problem is dependence, but I think I'm way past the stage of worrying about that. If something helps me sleep, I think. Other than actual sleeping, because I think that's kind of cheating a little bit. I'm trying to see what nothing's really inspiring me here. And awake all night. Yeah, it could if I fight it, I think. Like in the past I have fought like caffeine before and this and that. And then it would end up having the opposite effect. Like I would drink coffee and I'll still feel sleepy. This style is kind of weird because the more I look at it, the more I don't really like what's going on locally. But overall, it looks really good. Like locally, you have like no line weight. It's just a very flat, like single weighted line. Everywhere is kind of similar. Everywhere is like the face is similar, this and that similar. The hair isn't necessarily rendered with very strong shapes at certain times, you know? Even the light shapes themselves are not necessarily very aesthetic by itself. There's a lot of stuff happening here and this and that, but then it looks good overall, which kind of confuses me. I don't like this music. It's contained, but it's not balanced properly. It's very I'm constantly scared of it blowing up in my face. It might like just get really loud all of a sudden or something. Gonna go back to Maple Story. Always safe. The ambient occlusion. The chromatic aberration is making it hard to see, but the glow, perhaps, maybe this one. Like. Kind of soft. Now it's kind of loud, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what that is. Is that an instant ramen? Okay, it's giving me Uber Eats orders of local restaurants. I'm not very well versed in yeah, fair enough. I mean, to me that just means that like he grew up eating that one thing from that one store. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be, well, I guess I suppose it's never really, that's not what they're trying to say anyways, I guess. They're not trying to say that it's like always gonna be good or anything. I guess just an idea for something to try. I guess that's fair. It's fair. Oh. Today? Wait, hang on. Oh, you just tried. Okay. Like my eyes sometimes autocorrects what I see, but I don't actually interpret the same way as it's written for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not dyslexic, because I just didn't see it. Oh, maybe I am actually. Probably not though. But I thought you said you were gonna try it today. Then I was like, wait a second, it's nighttime. When I went home from school, I don't eat on the way though. In school, the only thing I remembered, like, there was like some macaroni when I was like very young, and it was kinda okay until one day I ate it and it was like absolutely sour. And then I never went back to it, and then I got a stomachache. One of my most vivid memories. My memories are always of all the bad things. Oh my god. There's this one kid that I recognize as being slightly sort of like somehow mentally handicapped. I'm not actually sure what type. But what he would do is he would just walk up to the front of the queue and then threaten to cry on people. This is like really young, right? And then he'll get his way and be able to go to the front of the queue. It also helps that he chews on his handkerchief a lot, so it smells like spit the whole time. Like, it's so strong. It's very smelly. And then people would just avoid him. Sorry, we're talking about food. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. No sequence. I should just do the easiest thing possible. That's still valuable. Which might be a study of something. It's always a study of something. Let me extract this. Yeah, but I don't eat anything from school though. I mean, like from on the way back. I didn't have to walk a really long time, so it didn't. It wasn't a need. Nowadays, when I come back from work, I would just go through my local mall and then I would look for ice cream, which I'll end up eating before dinner, which is great, amazing. McDonald's is still the best. McDonald's ice cream is always the best. It's the cheapest and it's like less creamy and less gelato. No, just like normal sundaes. I just like the normal sundaes. Normal sundae. Oh yeah, the ice cream machine is always working. Mine's too big of a mall to have that happen. Like they will lose up so much revenue, right? Because I guess like if you don't have enough traffic, you have to maintain it, and then not many people eat it, but you still have to fill it up and you still have to clean it, like the same amount of work, this and that. Maybe the management is just like, yeah, so it's not worth it. But this is too big of a mall. Good for me. It's almost never out of order, but sometimes they do sell out, which is kind of insane. Selling out of ice cream. Art is hard, man. I have zero desire to do anything. Like an actual break might actually be warranted at this point. It's getting to the point where but it's a general issue though. It's not a It's not like I want to stop drawing so I can go game or something. I want to stop doing things. Is it a gaming stream? Right, I mean, like games nowadays, I only play Roblox and I only play stupid tycoon games. Because I don't have any investment at all. Like, there's no need to stay there for any amount of time. There's no need to have any amount of skill. Like, you just kind of do, like, exist and then you win, you know. 3 months since Enfield? Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Honestly, Enfield, I guess like the initial hype's kind of worn off. I saw people saying how like if it wasn't named like Arknights, they wouldn't even have bothered with Enfield. Because it's just kind of not as good as the other ones. They were saying how like, you know, like too many things require the admin, it just doesn't make any sense, you know. I mean, I can see from like the game design side, they just want users to be able to do things and have one main protagonist, I guess. Like the last event that I participated in was the cleaning thing. Oh, what's the region even called? I forgot what the region was called already. Was it Wuling? Or was that a different game? Shit. But the Chinese area. I guess they're all kind of Chinese. They were saying how like admin, it makes no sense for admin to be covering for Chen's duties for washing up the community, because they could just reschedule her, and she's like, you know, hasn't been there in a while, so she'll probably want to check out and then talk to the locals, and she's also pretty open about it, you know. So it makes no sense for the admin to take over that duty. It's such a weird ass stiff ass pose, dude. This makes zero sense either. The only other stream that I can justify doing that is completely not related to art, right? Because like everything needs to be related to the goal to some extent. But because the goal is flexible, it doesn't have to be full-on art. And I don't mean like music and stuff. Music that can still sort of be construed under art and content creation. But content creation inherently requires a lot of work. That's kind of what's kind of tiring here. But the only other thing that I can think of right now is to learn some kind of language, I think. That would be the one thing that you know, it doesn't burn out the same part of the brain. There will be zero output from my side, right? I'm just memorizing. I'm just learning stuff. Art, you're learning things and you have to create things. Russian, I think, I don't know. I am kind of interested. I think Russian would be a Russian or any kind of, well, probably Russian because it's the most spoken one, regardless of the politics, regardless of like what's happening in the world right now. But it's just a language that's spoken by a lot of different people in the region. And it's kind of like English in Europe, right? Where like every local country has their own local language, but and that language can be distinct, but everyone kind of speaks a bit of English, and therefore with knowing English you can kind of get away with going to different places. Russian will open up the opportunity to learn more about the aesthetics down the line. Korean is the other obvious option because there is a super duper one-to-one direct mapping concept from Japanese. And Korean just opens up more ability to talk to different other artists in Korean. But of course, the counter argument would be that I'm not necessarily leveraging my Japanese or Chinese or any other, well, only these two languages to like socialize with other people either, because that inherently takes effort. But I guess that's also going to be true for codename Cedar. Oh wow, okay, I've never seen Cyrillic alphabet stylized like at all. I've never seen that. RTS? Wait, what is RTS again? Isn't that like the select groups and send them? How are you doing it with gacha games? I see. If they're like Chinese, like if it would help if you know like more like regional cultures rather than like the culture of Chinese people, because it's just way too big, right? Like if you know like what dialect they speak, or if you know what region of the country they're from, it would help a little bit more. Not that I know any specific things myself, because I don't really have a lot of contact either. But it's just that if you can pinpoint, that will give you like extra bonus points, like a lot of bonus points. Yeah. Depends on the age as well. Man, I can't believe people are having fun drawing. That's insane, dude. Everybody is a masochist here. Holy shit. What the hell is this? How can I not click? There's a line here that goes right under the boob. How can I not click? Oh my god. But yeah, that's it. I think like the final contender for learning language would be German, just because German's kind of funny. I think German. Of course, actual Germans are not gonna be happy I say this, but you can make it sound like really. You can just chain words together. I really like the fact that you can kind of do that. It's really stupid. But it's a very, very funny kind of stuff. Just spam it. Oh man. Yeah, but I think this lack of desire to do anything is more symptomatic of a bigger problem at hand. Bigger, much harder to fix problem. How do you find something that's similar in the pose? That's kind of crazy. I drew this pose kind of randomly, but I guess it's not really that unique of one. You know, and like in the past, I think I said this before, but like in the past, I would get kind of freaked out by the fact that I'm not doing anything. I haven't done anything for 30 minutes. All I've been doing is talking about stupid shit. But I think there were cases in the past where it would be like this for basically the entire stream until the very last minute. And then I'll find an idea that I want to do. So nowadays, I'm not really that freaked out. I'm also kind of just tired, I guess. Don't feel anything in general, but as long as you kind of keep doing things, and kind of something will happen. Something's gonna happen. What else can I possibly do? We could study like fashion design. We could study interior design. We can read books together, although that will almost entirely have issues with copyright, I'm sure. If we're doing it together on stream like this. Yeah, I can't possibly do like a colossal course on stream either. That's also gonna have some copyright issues. That'd be kind of cool to take a class together, you know, like on stream. I was writing like a email, like a template for like trying to commission people, and I was trying to make sure I included all the information. And I wonder if I can just like hijack the email and then also ask if they're okay with like a one-on-one thing. I mean, considering the people that I want to send this to, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be all like super crazy good, very busy artists. I don't think they even have time for personal commissions. But I suppose like if it's depends on like how the email correspondence go, you know, like they might be super friendly, super cordial, super open to ideas like these. But we have a good time working together and discussing ideas. It could happen. I mean, like, because the email isn't just gonna be a flat, hey, I would like to commission you. It's going to briefly explain. It's gonna very briefly explain what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish. And that's always gonna be the streams and stuff. And that's why I kind of want to get the site together, because if the website's up, I can just have like all the information that I want to share on there. And people can read it, don't read it, that's up to them, right? But it's all there in one spot. Yeah, I need to get the site up. That might be the most immediately important thing. I'm gonna check like what the what the login status on this stupid thing is. This is logging in. I work kind of a pain in the ass, but might be necessary. Okay, so my idea for this, by the way, what I'm doing right now is that worst case scenario, I would just do like a tiny cut here, where we can have like just a small window into this, and then we'll just render the small window. We don't have to worry about anything else. But this arm here is kind of awkward, of course. Yeah, something else that could work. I don't have any energy to organize events. What else could there possibly be? Is my canvas tilted? Oh, it is tilted. What? Since when did I tilt it? Holy shit, I didn't realize. Here it is, like here. Might as well turn the body over, huh? Well... Writing? Writing's viable, perhaps. It does require thinking, but the thinking is slightly different. The execution is a lot faster. Cycles are faster. Oh, I see. But that cannot be done on stream. That would not work on stream. Yeah, I don't want to deviate from the rep here. It's gonna cause problems down the line. We've been here so many times. This head can only be referenced, just causing issues to be used like just as is, so... This arm can just kind of be awkwardly here. I've seen that before. That's fine. Especially if she's barely in the frame, that would be fine, just fine. Yeah, writing, it's character design kind of thing. Same requirements, I think. Different execution requirements, but same mental state requirement. Same clearance and checks and alignments. Pretty high. I think traditionally I would have just done studies, but studies don't let you detach from the thing. If we really want to detach, then there's not much else other than studying a language. And effectively address our problems. That would be a bigger problem. Possibly a more too. Scaling, let's do it. Oh, no, we have to clear the hierarchies. Very low clearance. Holy shit. Mia lately? No. I barely have even seen my own friends, I think. Mia, it's been a while. It has been a while. I think before, like, there was like some talk. I was consulting him about some commission and stuff. I would like call him after the streams on Friday. But then after that thing kind of fell apart. Like not with Mia, with the commission. I haven't really pinged him. Because it is quite late. Friday streams has kind of gotten shorter just because I also don't seem to be able to handle the timing very well anymore. My body's kind of giving up on that. So yeah, it's been a while, for sure. Not sure what's people doing. We shall see. Proportions and this and that are all kind of jank. Turn this into like a Wall Street bets. Just gamble stocks stream. Gambling stream. I am so risk averse. Like there is this new friend slot game, right? Gamble with friends or something. I tried playing it. I just cannot find it fun. Like gambling is so not fun, dude. Like I'm the type that worries about all the different types of things when I do go outdoors even. I cannot imagine, like, how is gambling fun, dude? You lose most of the time, dude. So, you think about this, right? You think about this, like, the true... In gambling, I am perfectionist, right? I'm trying to get things right, like, all the time. Try to plan this and that. Think about theories, this and that. So, in my eyes, the only win in a casino is the biggest win. Right? The jackpot. If you don't get that, you're not truly winning. So, to me, there is only one definition of win, which is that. Which doesn't happen basically all the time. It doesn't ever happen. And then meanwhile, you're constantly losing. That makes zero sense to me. How is this fun, dude? I don't care about like the flashing lights and this and that. I can get there in Roblox, you know. I don't have to be in a casino with real money. So I don't get it. Like, I cannot gamble. It just sucks. Alcohol also kind of sucks. I just feel sick. Oh man. Zero pleasures in life. Wall Street Bets is a great place, man. People turning $85 into $10,000 overnight. Truly inspiring. Small dopamine? I don't know if I'm getting any. Like, dopamine... The amount of... Like, I'm so, like, I keep focusing on the losses. That the wins never justify it. Even if numerically they kind of beats the losses, but it still feels kind of bad. Because you're not sure, you know, it's not like a skill-based game. But you have some control, you know, there's no control. Yeah, it's a game of chance. I think that's really stupid. I don't like leaving things to chance. Nothing is fun, guys. Life sucks. Gambling sucks. Don't gamble, guys. Just play Roblox, dude. Roblox is so much better. I can see the alignment sequence of your issues, but Roblox stream? My Roblox streams are kind of toxic, I think. I've been looking for ways to troll people on Roblox. I like to rage bait people. I want to rage bait people on like FPS games or like these shooter games, and then people can pay money to get like better equipment, better guns, and this and that. And it's like super OP guns. I like to just camp those guys because everyone else are just bots. Like you're just either playing against bots or these like pay to win people. So I like to just go for them and then take the gun and then go for them again with their own gun. And then there are skills in the game. I'll look for the most annoying skill and I'll just use it and repeat it. I won't even bother shooting them sometimes. I'm just gonna stand afar and try to stun them or something. And it's kind of funny because they don't know where it's coming from. They're just kind of just chilling. KD will be abysmal, but then it will be very funny. Yeah, I don't know if they're kids actually. It's during like work hours, you know. It's like during like I took a break, you know. I took a break off work. Like I think it's like, was it last week or the last week? Last week I was like not working. And then it was during work hours, man. Like I feel like they're not kids, man. I think they're like people like me. I think it's a bunch of losers. Dude, I always ask my friend, am I the biggest loser? Am I the bigger loser for like spending all my time doing this stupid shit? Or are they a bigger loser because they spend money on a kid's game? To clown on kids, you know? Who's a bigger loser? I'm not sure. But it is kind of fun. It's all stupid, mindless fun. I don't know, like, they might not find it that way, I think, perhaps. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I remember I used to grief like random Minecraft servers in the past. This is like a long time ago. We would do the same thing. We would go look for donators in like a survival server. They would have like double chests full of diamond blocks. So obviously that's kind of like not very balanced, of course. So we would steal it. So the way it works is that you have these protection plugins, right? That prevents people from breaking blocks. But this was like really, really old Minecraft. And the protection service isn't very good. It's only good enough to prevent people breaking blocks, but not opening chests. So you can open the chest, right? But obviously the chest is in their house. So you have this issue where you have to break a block to access that chest. But because the protection is not very good, there's this split second where the block is actually considered broken. Like the way the protection works is that it lets you break the block first, and then if it is not allowed to be broken by you, it respawns the block. So there is a split second when the block is not there and you can access the chest. So we will take it out from those chests, and then we'll go to spawn, we'll build using diamond blocks, and then we'll use the same protection on that diamond house in a survival server at spawn. And it's great because the entire spawn is destroyed except for this giant diamond house that no one can do anything about. Dude, it's great, man. That was a long time ago. I forgot if people even had tech to look for chests and stuff. So we would hide chests in lava, in a pool of lava, because then X-ray doesn't go through it. Because most people do not like turn lava textures invisible, because it's kind of dangerous to do so, right? So there's like a lot of interesting stuff in the past. I remember. I am definitely a troll. That's why I don't mind like crazy antics in the server. It's just people are getting angry about it, so I had to step in to do something about it. And it was getting like a little bit too offensive, I think. But otherwise I would have been fine with it, you know. The chaos of multiplayer is really nice. MapleStory had a bunch of trading mechanics as well, so people would scam people by trading. And I remember some of the tricks in the past, so that you don't get scammed. Dang, dude. I think I was like, what? How old was I? I don't know, like 10 or something? My friend actually traded like his way up. Like he was like 10 and 11 and he traded his way up to being like kind of rich in the game, which is kind of insane, dude. Now that I think about it, like as a kid, dude, the guy did it as like a freaking kid by himself. No one was teaching him that, I'm sure. Scamming in the past is very interesting, and you can see the effects of like not effects of it necessarily, but you can see like people trying to account for it in Roblox and stuff nowadays. I'm just drawing like furry Rhea for no reason now. Like, I'm just drawing for fun now at this point. But if you press confirm, it takes like 5 seconds to let you press another confirmation, and then another 5 seconds to press another confirmation or something. It's so stupid. And the pass is really just press, it just goes through. So the scammer will put in like the item that you want in there, wait for you to put in the money, and then just before it goes through, they swap the item out for something that looks exactly the same at the sprite level, because it's like a box, like it's an icon here, right? So it swaps it out. Unless you put your mouse over it, you don't see the stats, and then they will swap it out that way. Very sneaky. What else is there? Oh yeah, there's this thing called the drop game. Back in the days, there was like no good way to show off like good items that you have. So what people would do is they do something called a drop game, where they would drop a good item. They would show people, hey, I have this item. Haha, you don't have it. And then they will pick it back up before like the other guy can physically walk over and take it. But because of map design, there are these areas where you can hide a person there and no one would know. So what you do is you get your friend to stand in the corner in that secret area. Get the victim to stand next to it when they play the drop game, and then when they drop it, your friend will just come in and pick it up. And all these things are so old. Carry services, yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Kids should play like multiplayer online games, so I think they should be exposed to this kind of stupid shit, so they're aware of it. And then you see real life examples of nepotism, of like corruption, of having good connections over actually having a strong account and this and that. Because it is the real world in there. In what? I've never heard of those games. My god. I've never even heard of them. Oh, this is like oh, Roblox, I see. And a Roblox experience. Oh, did I mention my Roblox account is a female? Like, I dress the character out as a female and I get free shit, like, all the time, dude. Holy shit, it's insane, dude. Like, people would just give me free shit. Because Roblox, you can't even chat. You cannot even chat unless you verify your account, and I'm not gonna verify my account. So people just give me free shit. I'm not even asking for it. It's kind of crazy. They would give me free shit that's like tiers above what I am currently using. Just for like having the puppy dog face with the kawaii uwu eyes or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Yeah, it's great. It's great, dude. I'm never playing a male character on MMOs ever again, dude. No, I'm not dressed as myself. I'm not dressed as Ria. I'm just dressed as some random like e-girl aesthetic. If you go on like VR chat as well, you see this a lot. Like this specific aesthetic of like an emo, e-girl, e-boy. They all have this like kind of standard-ish kind of vibe. And then I would just do my own thing, right? I'm not even begging for anything. And then people would just walk up to me, either drop stuff at my feet, or they do trade requests, or they would just hover around me. Like, it is kind of creepy. 100% it is kind of creepy. They would just kind of hover around me sometimes. Oh yeah, great stuff if you want free shit. 10 out of 10 would do again. I mean, I unless I actively take it off, I guess I'm always doing it. And the eyes don't really align, it kind of sucks. I'm just doing shit on stream now, holy shit. I wonder if it makes more sense for me to stop drawing then, if I'm just gonna do random stuff like this. This is not really gonna push us properly. But it also doesn't really allow us to properly reset. We're almost at 400. Oh, shit. I don't know if there's anything to show for. There's 400 streams. Clearance problem. Interesting. I'm expecting that. MMOs are great. It is an experience that you'll never have again. Game where you play as a kid. My screen is DDoSing me now. Hello, Dave. I see you're feeling whimsical with the brackets today. Very cool. Thank you, Duvet. It's hot. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's because I'm here. So funny. Oh my god. That's so original. Where is my... Wait, what day is today? Is today Monday or Tuesday? Today is Monday, right? Yeah, I am kind of losing it. I for a second I thought I felt like today was Tuesday. Not that I think, I felt it. This is a mood. Like, what is this style? It's almost entirely just the aesthetics. There's no render. There's nothing too specific for the line art. It does have texture, but it's not like a very unique per se texture. The themes are... Wait, have I seen this before? I guess I've seen something similar, I guess. It's just the aesthetics of it. It's kind of insane, dude. What is this? I feel like these are the more, like, truly creative people. Oh, sorry. Maybe... Okay, let me take that back. I'm not sure if I truly think... Like, if I think that these are the true... Like, I feel like, you know, obviously, like, a lot of people are really creative. What I'm trying to say is that, like, because of the fact that I can never do this, I feel like I'm not really suited for art. Because this really is freedom of expression. Like, it's just like, what? What is this? Like, what could this possibly mean? Or what could they have possibly been inspired by? Definitely female artist, by the way. It's a very... cutesy kind of aesthetic, I feel like. This makes more sense, right? This makes a lot of sense. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, kind of makes sense. And then... fish. There's like two textures here. Is that painted? Or is that a picture? I can't tell. Looks like some kind of picture texture then overlaid in there. This feels like it could be like some really, really crazy artist's like sort of second account. Because a lot of these feel like they're really experienced. The way, like, it's nothing too complex, but at the same time it feels very cleanly executed. Along with the design sense, along with the colors, along with like the sort of general eye for aesthetics. It feels like someone that's like super duper good. Oh, wait. Wait, hang on. They're in the book, but I guess they're not talking about a cover page. Oh, they just play inside the scene. You know, actually, these are the kind of people that I want to commission, because they're just kind of like doing whatever. Oh, but they're not taking commissions right now. I think it's worth sending an email anyways. Interview is kind of unlikely, I think. They strike me as the type that wouldn't really want to talk about it, I feel like. But maybe they do, you know. Portfolio のか。納品形式、使用用途、納期。Yeah, into their creative process, right? Like honestly, like I want to have like an email template that I can kind of just mass send out, but I don't think it's really possible. And given like AI is a thing nowadays, I might as well just I mean, I'm gonna have to tailor it regardless. Aniwase. Thank you, Deve. I'll definitely let me put this on my thingy. I am on the fence on whether if I should finish the website and set it up so that there's more explanation somewhere that they can check it out, or should I just go for it? Because it wouldn't take much longer. I just need to get the AI to clean up the page a little bit. And deployment process and everything is already established, and the servers are already established. The website has been up and running just fine. DNS can be updated within like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Yes, thank you, Deve. Oh, whoops. I clicked on the email, now it's trying to open Outlook. That's not good. Don't do that. Why does Discord have a notification thing? What is it telling me? There's nothing here. What's he doing? Too many round shapes. Should I or should I not? Right. Hello, I had to make sure that there's an L there. Angel Knight. That's great. I hope you enjoy drawing more than I do. Okay, to be fair, I don't think I've met another person that... I think everyone I've met so far liked it more than I do. So I think we're safe on that front. It really is kind of stupid. I think my disposition is entirely what the AI bros are. Like people who like art but they don't like drawing. So they use AI and get it to work. But yet I'm here. Because otherwise there is no meaning to it. I don't know if it's Monday. It's been like that last Friday as well. More than video games. Wow, that is good. That is very good. I don't know if I like art more than getting simped on in Roblox, honestly. It's kind of hard to top that, I have to say. Kind of hard to top free shit, you know, like... In my time of needs, The Sims stepped up. Insane, dude. Unbelievable, dude. Today is gonna be a what? What's he talking about? Yeah, I kind of need to give them names, huh? Like the deceased one, nah, I don't. No, this is Ria. I think that would be the easiest way to answer that. I'm just kind of doing like a very like plushie version of Ria that I did a reference before for the design and this and that, and I was doing random sketches of her in this mode. This was the pattern thing that I'm talking about. This here. So this part here would be the darker color. gonna be like that. And then of course the face, I think, but compared to the original, like just the usual, I think there's like a few more, trying to pay more attention to the shapes themselves. Like it's rounder, right? I think there's no sharp edge corners. And also because the design was meant to be actually made, I had to figure out what's happening with the hair here. Usually I just throw a bunch of shapes around. But now you kind of have to resolve it because otherwise it's not possible. Like what are you gonna do with like the fabric, you know? Just gonna shift the angle over actually. Oh, this worked. Maybe, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the official resolution is that if she's facing front, the hair kind of just comes out to the side like this way. So that in the front view, it accommodates for this pattern. But if you're doing like a side view 3/4, it would be a lot more muted. It'd probably be more like this, where there's nothing coming out. Because you kind of have to choose one. You can't always have it come out like this, because then it would mean that it's this, because you're being at this angle. I saw some of these like things on like figures as well. Like they have to resolve this as well, because they have to make it too. Which is interesting. I don't think I can cut this here now, I have to cut it here though. Yeah, not quite the same idea. Right. I mean, what did you do the study for, though, George? My own internal guide is that it depends on what I'm studying it for. You study it because you have a gap in your knowledge. You feel that gap, and you recognize it as something that you want to fix. And usually this gap, this experience, this feeling is tied to something very concrete. Like, hey, I wanted to draw this thing before, but I couldn't do it. So after the study, do you think that gap is fixed? You know, if your issue is, let's say anatomy, you don't know how to draw the thing, like the body part in this angle. Can you do it without referencing the original now? You know, if like whatever that you just studied, can you, without looking at the reference, draw it again? I think it might be a good metric. Sometimes it's not very realistic, but it could be a good way to think about it. To see if like you're okay with Dang, if you can do that in 1 month, that's really good. Angel Knight. Hair, I think I struggle a lot, like if you look at the earlier streams and this and that, and then in the end I didn't really necessarily get better. I think I still do the same nonsense. I just kind of am a little bit more accepting of what I have. It's more of a mental thing for me rather than an actual physical change, I feel like. But yeah, George, it entirely depends on what like your goal was and how you feel about it. And the final thing would be just like if you spend too much time on it already, I suppose like you should just move on to something else, you know. There's only so much you can get from one thing anyways. If you feel like you've learned even just one thing and you spend already too much time on it, I mean, really it's just up to how you feel, honestly. Because you could also argue for continuing working on the thing until you really get better at it. You could even draw the same thing over and over and over until you get an epiphany. Maybe some people do it that way. Yeah, braid. I saw like that's this method to do braids or something. You do crosses or something. I don't actually know how you do it. I think you just draw diamonds or something. And then you kind of connect different parts or something. I forgot how it worked. And then you start erasing some parts of it. And then you end up with braids. It's not a good example because I kind of already have an idea of how I want to draw braids. Not to say that it's the best or anything, but if you already have an idea of what's going to happen, then it doesn't really help, you know, like you already kind of know. And then you can add in strands on the outside because hairs are not perfect and this and that, blah blah blah. All the other guides, they always say the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's really just like experience. Because like you can say all the things you want, but if you don't have the ideas and the shapes in your head, you cannot do it. There's still no way to do it probably. So the only way to do it is just having done it before, I feel like. Always seems to be the case for me at least. Yeah, it looks kind of like shit though. Anyways, I've seen someone do something like this. I think the only good thing about this is that it kind of like you can start off with a line, right? And that guides that movement of the braid. Otherwise, if you're doing it like this and like this, it's kind of hard to do it smoothly as it turns. I think it was 3 lines. I think you do 3 lines. I think it's supposed to be 3 lines. And then something to do with this. I can't remember if they crisscross in the middle. I guess they should probably do that. And then what? Shit, and then what? I kind of forgot. Maybe just do that. That's a guide somewhere floating around. If you just search for braids, I'm sure you'll see this. I don't quite remember how it works. I never played around with it. The chorus fault? Yeah. It's okay. We can't help who we like. We just do our best and to support them. Whether if they notice us or not, it's as long as we did our best, I think it's very commendable. Target is missing. Yeah, like this is the furry version of Rhea, so I'm pushing all the cuteness a little bit higher. We got bigger ears, we got rounder shapes, the hands are just like big giant paws. And because she's like, this is the plushie version of her, the idea is to kind of have a tag somewhere on the ear. Like sewn into the ear. And then every other part of her is also just like her tail will literally be a big pillow then, because it's just gonna be like that. I guess. And then it'll be sewn like that. I don't really know what the best way of depicting some of the stuff, like the seams and stuff. We can make it like rounder. It doesn't have the tip thing, but timeless. 0, 1, 4. The hands are problems though. Thumb is so hard to get a good shape. I was going for the Melusine idea where it's just a giant mitten. Where's the width of it? I guess it should be a bit more like that. And then you turn. Let's see best one for this. Maybe like that. Well, not really. I mean, nothing too special for me, George. If you have a question or if you want to talk about something, that's for 100% fine. I actually spent a lot of time trying to figure out the hands because there are like a lot of concerns with the hands. If you want to make like a plushie, it depends on the size. I had like a whole design document for this, but you can do like the simplest, which is just a tube, and then you just sew in the paw pads like that. You can make it more pronounced, like you make it more like furry by having it have an actual shape. Can't remember what the shape specifically was like, but so you have like more individual sort of sections, kind of like this. And do that instead of a round thing. This would be easier to make, of course. This would be harder to make, but then you don't have the thumb, so as hands with the body is kind of weird. So you can do like the Melusine thing, where you have a thing like this, which is just this, but then you have a thumb just connected on the side. But because there's a thumb, now there's a question of, is this 3 plus 1? Or is it 4 plus 1? If it's 3 plus 1, that's less work. But the sizing of this compared to the feet, like the individual pads, would be a little bit... might look a little bit big. Because hands tends to be slightly bigger in this sort of like stylization. If you do 4, it will look a little bit more cluttered, and it will also be harder to make. And of course, there's the other option of just doing actual hands. But then if you do actual hands, it's also kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of limitations with making actual hands like this with fabric. It looks like individual like tubes. It doesn't have that sort of undulation of fingers. Fingers tend to look a little bit better because they have these curves here. It's not just like a tube like this. But this is insanely hard to make, especially for something small. So anyways, there's a lot of thought into this. I think at the end of the day, it's just 3 plus 1, this 3 plus 1 setup. For now. As long as we're just drawing, again, we can do whatever we want. the body proportions, the legs, the feet, every single part. I mulled over it for months, so that I know that the sequence is clear. Because if I do something and it's not, it doesn't, like, how do I say? If it starts looking bad halfway through, that's a problem, right? You can't just fix it. It's not that easy to fix. So I had to clear everything first. That took a lot of work. Yes, thank you, George. Have a good night, George. I'll let you know how the thing went, the magnesium goes tomorrow. No sequence here. This one's kind of weird this year. Reset this year. Yeah, it's that one artist that's really good at drawing anatomy and has like a book on it. I'm just finding stuff from Pinterest. I don't know him. I don't know the artist name myself. Probably who you're thinking of. I don't think there's too many of them who are dedicated to anatomy. I only know like this guy. Wow, I don't know him. I like the artist name again. And the other one's Manga Materials. They have very detailed breakdowns of anatomy and this and that. But it's too dry, I think, Manga Materials one, just because it's very study-y. Like, it's so technical. It's very hard to digest, I remember. You have to draw so much with it. Whereas these ones are more... They have a pose in them. They feel better and more interesting to draw, and this and that. Oh boy. These guys, like, from the references like this, is always kind of tricky to scale the proportions down to what you want. I always need the face to go in first, because the face is where I align everything from. That's not very good though. Because I always feel like if you're good with guidelines, it's so much faster to figure out if something is what you want, like the pose and this and that. But because I need the face to be done first, it's not an option for me. So unless I'm very good with the face, or I already have an idea of a good experience with that, sometimes I can spend a whole bunch of time do the face and then not like the pose, or the pose doesn't work out, or doesn't align, or something, and then restart from zero. Did I ever eat this? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. Not with this angle on the head. This would have to be a lot more aggressive. It's gonna be hard. So these are partials. That's the down angle I see. a slightly lower barrier to entry. You know, Angel Knight, if you're still here, I was wondering, what kind of art are you most interested in for yourself? Is it more like a traditional anime kind of cell shading, cutesy character kind of vibe, or are you looking to do more Arknights or one of those gacha games, more character designy, more intricate details kind of? Maybe crazy compositions, skills, and effects and stuff like that, I guess. The same face. We do have time if you want to take your time, that's fine too. Yeah. I see. Like, what do you draw by yourself? The kind of illustrations that you want to draw, beyond the studies. Oh, I can see the hand. I see. Do you like drawing environments? Do you draw multiple characters in your art, or just one? This would be a little bit more concrete, I guess. Some people only do environments, some people only do characters, some people do both. Some people do both, but with like a shit ton of characters. Some people do that, and then they do like crazy compositions on top of that, and you have no idea like what is up, what's down, or like what's going through their head, or what kind of shit they're smoking when they drew it. Right, but you do want to do background then in that case, because people who don't want to do background, I don't think they will bother. Yeah, for sure. I think definitely can relate. In the beginning, like, art is very crazy, like everything you don't know how to do, and then backgrounds are just like crazy to think about. Did I flip this? Yeah, let me flip this section. tablet is DDoSing me too hard here. Oh, God. Let's see if I can fix it. Anything I studied by the end showing are very different from the last one. Yeah, 100%. I do feel that. I can relate. It is hard to know what the end result is gonna be like because you're learning so much on the way, and a lot of things that you feel like would work just doesn't work out the way you think it would. Kind of sucks. I think most of the time it kind of sucks. Sometimes you learn something new and it's great and stuff. I see, I see. Same, yeah. I do feel that, I think. I do feel that. I think now this is a little bit better for myself, but in the beginning it's also... I always feel like it's impossible to stabilize. People always say you can take on commissions and stuff, but I feel like, you know, you're not stable enough. You don't even know what you're gonna get. Never mind what other people know what you're gonna get. Or what they're gonna get. How long have you been drawing, Angel Knight? Also, by the way, if you are just trying to draw, feel free to just ignore the questions. It is always a little bit unfair in the sense that I can just talk and keep going, but you guys have to stop and type. Can definitely feel the struggle. Oh dang, 10 years, huh? That's way longer than what I've than the time that I spent. I bought my tablet in 2015, but I never used it for like for 5 years, I think. I thought I wanted to draw, but turns out I'm just not I just didn't want it bad enough. I didn't want it enough. You have to really want it a lot, I realized. Otherwise it's a pain in the ass. I am still a pain in the ass, huh? Pain in the ass. I only know one friend who did that transition, and their like ability to execute on ideas has fallen by a lot just because they don't know the medium. They don't know the layers and the functions and the this and that. Traditional, they're like insane, but digital, they it's just like simple style shading because they couldn't do anything else. But that's like a couple years ago now. I'm sure they're much better now. I haven't talked to people in a while. Some people. How's it? How's the transition for you? Is it? I'm sure it's been a couple of years for you as well. I guess gotten comfortable with it. Oh, screenless tablet. I see. I heard a lot of professionals like it just because like the drawing posture is a bit better. Because you're not drawing at an angle, but it is kind of off-putting that you're not drawing where you're looking. My first tablet was like that. It didn't last very long. Not because I necessarily got limited by it, but just I felt like I was limited by it. And I got a different one. Paying for a Cintiq. Ah, yes. Good choice. I'm using a Cintiq myself right now. It survived like for 10 years. Traveling through multiple countries, going through like all the checkpoints and getting dropped. And then this and that. It's actually really good. It's really durable. Mine's a Cintiq 13 HD. The main problem I have with it is that the connector is pretty bad. If you can imagine, this is my tablet here. These are the buttons. There's a circle here and this, and then a screen. The connector is like right here. And if you look at this side view, this is the tablet, right? This is a tablet. It's just connected like this, and the wire comes out like this. This is the connector like this. This thing is so easily bendable like this way and that way. That's why my tablet, I say that it's DDoSing me because the connection is bad. It flickers black and white every so often. Sometimes it will flicker every 3 seconds for like a good 20 seconds and I cannot do anything. That's one thing. Another thing is the color. The color has kind of faded over time, but I'm sure when it's new, it's probably completely fine, you know. It is a drawing tablet. I wonder if they iterate on their older versions and make it better or something. Make it have newer hardware. The other thing would be the stand. I don't know if you need me to tell you this, because you might have done a lot of research yourself already. But the tablet, if you look at its side view, this is the tablet, this is where the pen is. Right? The connector was here, right? The stupid stand looks like this. And the way it's connected is that if you look at the back view of it, actually if you look at the bottom, it's really hard to see. The bottom left hand has it. But like, if this is the back of the tablet, like this part is the back of the tablet, it kind of just pokes it up like this. But the only part that's connected, like that's secured to the tablet, is this tiny little thing into like a very shallow gap. It's probably only like this much. So it's very easily slipping. It will slip either way and then your tablet will fall. That's why if you look at the top of the screen, there is a tablet fall counter. It's because of that. But it's also because of the fact that the bottom here also disconnected from the base stand. Because it's a very thin strip of plastic. If you zoom into this area, it looks like this. There's only this part that's connected to the base plate here. This is this thing. This stand thing. Right now it's flickering black and white constantly. Holy shit, I cannot draw. This thing and that thing. There's only like this. In order for it to be flexible, but it just tears off. So there are like these minor issues. The tablet itself is pretty good. You know, it's durable, it lasted all these years, it's still usable, I'm still using it. But the peripherals and some of the designs of it is not very durable, I have to say. Not durable indeed. I think if I ever get a new one, I might try one of the other brands. Wacom has done me... As they read by me for so long, but could be interesting to try something else. I see, 16, huh? Starting 16. Yeah, it's not something you can just like change so often, right? Hopefully it goes, hopefully they fix a lot of these things. Surely they fix a lot of these things, right? Surely. Right, right. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I have good confidence that it would. I think it's a big difference going from, I guess the people who got used to the screenless tablet are just used to it now, but I feel like it's not very intuitive at all. There's an additional step your brain kind of has to do, I guess. It would definitely fix that sort of weirdness to it, I'm sure. Like, I never once considered going back. I don't know what the benefit of doing, like, screenless is. I guess it's, like, lighter weight. You kind of just plug and play. It's kind of also plug and play, though. It's not like this is... There are more cables. I mean, there are more connectors. One HDMI, one Bluetooth, and one power. It gets a little bit messy with the cable management, but... Nothing to, it's not like you do it once, right? If you're not moving too much. I was kind of surprised that some pros actually do use screenless tablets. Very surprised. Oh, but I guess like once you're used to the tablet, it is kind of a scary thing to change unless you really have to. You have to, like, the calibration might be different, the feel might be different. Your hotkeys and the layout of the tablet buttons are gonna be different. Like, that's kind of part of why I don't want to change it, even though mine's falling apart for like a while now. I guess that is understandable from that perspective. Yeah, I had to change a computer recently, and I'm still kind of not being able to find files sometimes. Hello, Kirio. Welcome to the Do Nothing stream. Right, yeah. I think like the following on Twitter and like for your own art is necessary. But I mean, I suppose it depends on what you want to do. I feel like it will be necessary for me at some point in time, but I also don't really post it, think about it too much. I feel like, you know, it will come, right? Like if you just do what you want to do, draw what you want to draw, and have fun with it. Oh, have fun. Eventually, people who like it will come. So I don't really bother like trying to post a lot. It's very distracting, I think, if you're thinking about like social media as well all the time. And it will influence what you draw as well, this and that, so best to just do what you want, I think. Yeah, if you like to share your stuff, there's a Discord for this channel. primarily for viewers. I'm not very active myself in it, but you can always share your stuff and like talk to others in there. There are quite a few active members, I think. Like even today, yeah, right now there's like 5 people in voice chat that's been there for like, well, the voice chat says 9 hours, but I'm sure they did like a rotating thing again. If you want to join, right? If you want to join. I don't advertise the Discord a lot because I like having like a smaller community. Primarily for moderation reasons. Which is, I guess, not a very nice reason, because that means I have very little faith in others. But it is what it is. Kind of an awkward pose, huh? Yes. Welcome. Oh, that's nice. That is exciting. It's a pretty big event, I think. Considering you're gonna use it every single time you draw, you know, it's like a big thing. Yeah, I don't know if big is good. Okay, so I have thought about this as well myself. People always say you should draw with the elbow, right? Draw at the, like, swing, pivot your arm around the elbow and don't use your wrist because it's less consistent, because the movement is smaller and this and that. But I've gotten so used to it. If I ever get a big tablet and I have to switch to drawing using my elbows, I feel like that would be a problem. So I prefer, like, smaller tablets, I feel like. Also, it's more portable. I can kind of bring it along to like different countries and this and that. But I don't know about you. Maybe you prefer using bigger ones too. The problem with small tablets, I do feel like the need to lean in. So I'm kind of close to the tablet. I feel like my posture isn't very good. Never mind like the eyes. Looking at the screen that closely, it's mostly like a posture thing. That is my main consideration. I don't know like what other big ones are there. Oh wait, her arms are... What am I doing, broski? This pose is a bit too awkward. I'm gonna smooth it out somehow. If it's not gonna make sense already anyways. Yeah, the neck would be a bit too broken then, if that's the case. You just have to unbreak the neck and you bring it back. Oh, I see. Might be consideration for that. Oh, I see. Right, I always kind of forget. I guess you're looking for... You're working towards being a professional artist. Man, it's so interesting. Like, every time I talk to someone, there's always so many hidden assumptions. My assumption was that people are just doing it for hobby, because that's what I'm doing this for. I always forget that my viewers are... A lot of them are trying to go for, like, full-time. Well, I guess even hobby, like, you want a portfolio if you want to take on commissions. I guess that's the part, because I never really intended on taking on commissions. I am having such a hard time drawing for myself. I can't remember drawing. I can't imagine drawing it, doing this for someone else for money. It would absolutely lock me down. I think, like, my brain would just shut down. I have to be like, I have to be so comfortable with this. It's way too curvy for this. My Twitter is also such a mess. If I finish and render this and then repost it, it's gonna... What would I have gone from? I would have gone from fan art to some kind of environment art with the Arknights ones. Then to some kind of higher level fan art with characters and background. And then back to some of my own stuff. And then now we're going to furry. Such a mess. Big poggers. Oh, you do? Thank you very much. I don't really consider myself a good designer. The characters are the way they are because they're not created from a vacuum. Like, they're not really created. A lot of these things are in design elements, like the scars and the cuts and these things. There are real life analogs to the reason. Like, there's a reason for their being there. Because if I were to have designed it, I would be so like freaked out as to whether if it's a good idea or a bad idea and like what the implications are and this and that. But because it's tied to real life stuff, then I don't have to worry about it. There's no concern, and I can full commit into it. I can just treat it like that's how it always was from the beginning. Which it is for me, so that's how it works for me. Designing is too much Almost instead of looping back in... Okay, I have no idea what that means, Curio. Common pose have a sense of looping back in gesture. I'm assuming common pose is in what poses that are really common. I'm not sure what looping back in gesture means. You mean like... looping back in gesture. I'm gonna cancel this flow here then. I'm gonna bring the leg up. Actually, Angel Knight, the problem with there's a big issue with the way I do things is that because I feel like there's a need for there to be a reason, like a valid reason for certain things to be portrayed. Like if the character was drawn to be a certain way, like they're happy in a certain scenario, because I have to base it off of real life, it becomes really hard for me to do anything at all unless there's proper justification for it. Which is part of the reason why like I don't do a lot of original things, because it's really hard for me to get that clear. For me to find that thing to justify to myself that this is okay to do. Because I don't want to design the character in a sense that I don't want to force them to be someone they're not already, but I don't know who they are right now. So I have to do things that fit within some margin of error so that I can allow it, and then wait over a period of time and see how I feel about that idea and theme over a period of time, and then determine if that's canon or not, and then move on from there. Which is why things are really slow for me. But I guess like stupid stuff like this is a very unrelated stuff like this is fine. I can just kind of do whatever. Like if something start yanking from poses start to look like action pose. Do you think common poses have sense of looping back in gesture? Like if something start yanking from poses start to look like action pose. Sorry, Curio, I still have no idea. I get some of the words, like the ideas that you're saying, like yanking and like common poses, but I guess I'm just kind of stuck on this idea of looping back in gesture. Like if you pull like a limb, right, the poses might become more dynamic and maybe look more interesting and active, and like an action pose is what I'm assuming that means. Hang on a second, can I put the 2 feet together? U shape, not like this, right? You're saying like this. Is that what you mean by loop back and gesture? Hello, the virus. So you're saying a lot of these common poses have like this idea, like this loop, kind of like coming back to its original start. Like this U shape is like kind of looping back to its beginning. And something yank from pose, it starts to look like maybe are you saying like so because this is kind of like this, and then if you're yanking from something, I guess like if you're pulling this arm this way, it starts to look like action pose. Is that what you're saying? So like the abstract line of action, and then something that kind of goes away from it, I guess, and then it starts to look like action pose. Also, hello the virus. We're doing furry Ria for now, I guess. Actually plushie Ria at this point. I see. I don't know if I can answer that. Common poses have a 7 looping back. Do I think? I have never really thought about the abstract line of action too much. And if anything... Oh, I suppose I did change the action line, but... Yeah, sorry. After all that, I don't think I can answer your question because I don't have an idea. Because the idea of a common pose is interesting. I don't know what pose would necessarily be considered common, because I do see a lot of weird poses here and there. Yeah, and then whether if they have this looping back feeling, idea or abstractness to it, that I'm not sure either. I've never broken it down. But this idea of yanking something from it is interesting though. Right, I think Kirio is just... is there anything on this sheet that I need? Oh, I need this. Alright. I think Kirio is just saying like a lot of these poses, you can start from a line of action, right? And then you can follow this line of action and then put the character in here. And then he's saying like how some of these poses, I guess, like this line of action kind of has this idea of where certain flows kind of flow back a little bit. Maybe kind of flow back a little bit into the body, into either the beginning or the body, like the beginning of the body here. So it might flow back this way, it might flow back if I bring the legs up some more or something. We can have like a body like this. And then we can have the feet like that, you know. And then if from this line here, if we do something like a yanking motion, which would imply that it's kind of orthogonal to the original flow, because otherwise it'd be parallel, right? It wouldn't necessarily feel like it's being yanked away from this form. So if you yank away from it, it's like saying you have a shape that kind of goes away from it. Right. It is very abstract though, Kirio. I think abstract stuff like this is great in helping you generate ideas and stuff. Let me see. But I think I like the idea of the word yank because where is it? Like you have these poses here, right? Like, and then let's say I bring this character in here. And then if you just grab one of the arms and you can pull it. Oh, this one's locked. Wait, did they change it? It used to be you can just kind of affect the whole body like this. They can kind of yank the characters. And then maybe it'll become like more action-y this way, you know. It's like Gmod or something almost, where the body is like kind of fixed and then the upper torso is able to move. This is what I had in mind when you say yank. You just kind of pull it. I remember in the past you can kind of move the whole thing. Is it because it's a fixed body here? Like it had a pose already? Let me see if I can reset this. Is that a thing? What? Since when did it lock it like that? Oh. Well, I mean, that's your U shape and that's your action pose, I guess. It is kind of... Wait, hang on. It is kind of legit, though. It's kind of like a dance. Dang, dude. Look at that. And a broken spine, but kind of works. Yeah, it's kind of legit. Wait, why can I not? Oh. Anyways. More than dance. Wow. We had like I was like trying to create different characters, so want to bring Ria to life, but drawing Ria is kind of hard because I needed the ideas to align to this ideal that I don't even know what it is about myself. So I figured, why not make other characters, right? And then draw other characters with less requirement, and then we have them interact. But then that in and of itself also has a pretty high requirement, turns out. High level of standard required. So all things considered, right now, this thing here is the easiest thing to do so far. It doesn't have to have any meaning. And because it's so different from her default, it doesn't matter if I make her like happy or like be more expressive, because it doesn't feel like it has to conform to the same standard. It is just goofy already. So I guess, unironically, this might be a good way to reset, like to just chill for art. Because everything else has such high requirements. Environment needs to be there. Pose needs to make sense. Theme needs to make sense. Character needs to be consistent to this unknown standard. But now we have none of that. And on top of that, there is an additional sort of level of understanding to the form, just because this design was originally done for being made into an actual plushie. So I had to understand every single part of it, including all the hair. So for once in my life, I actually kind of get the forms. Whereas like up till now, everything else has just been kind of hand-waved. Like it's just mostly like, oh, you know, hair, right? Do some lines there. Here, I actually do know what the form is like. Other than the face, I think the face, I am still kind of just going by vibes, because if we stick to a very strict set of rules, it becomes very, a little bit less fun. I might see plushie Ria for a while, is what I'm trying to say. In the meantime, I'm trying to get the commissions thing set up still. The only thing is how much physics to render in. Because like this region here would probably have some kind of fabric flow here. Like, could look a little bit out of place if we get like super technical with it. But yeah, I guess as long as we're doing this medium that allows us to sort of bend reality a little bit, why not just do what's more aesthetic? I think some of it is pretty good, right? Like if the tail is like a big pillow, making it look like a pillow with the fabric bow might be nice. Might convey the idea of softness a little bit better. But like if it's the body, it might be a little bit odd. Just gonna not do it then. Missing something here. I guess that wouldn't be a belly button. The messiness of her hair was a challenge, I think. And because this plushie commission is ongoing at this point, and the makers volunteered to try it out, I'm just gonna leave it in her hands. But then I've already kind of lowered well, I have really kind of made it possible. Otherwise, it would have been impossible. Because her usual hair would have been too crazy. So the setup was just a straight set of hair, but then you have these pigtail kind of like things to kind of stand in from the original messiness. So we keep some of the original ideas alive, but the work is drastically decreased. So that's actually possible. But this render of hair is also kind of weird. It should come out on both sides. But I don't want to block the body, of course. Yeah, this render is kind of weird. But it was just it's just a straight. And because the hair is so long, if I just treated it as like a curtain of fabric coming down, it would have interfered with the tail because it would have blocked the... If the butt was like here, and the tail was coming out here, the hair would have come down straight like this and would have been a problem. So there's a gap here, just so the tail can come out. As part of the planning anyways. It's not a difficult fix though. You kind of just cut a hole here and just sew up the sides and it will be fine. That will be fine as well. The other, so it's like this, but on top it will be cross somehow. just separate it. Just split it in. Hair is the protagonist, like the composition. Ah. Hair is the main focus. The hair takes the center stage. Isn't there, like, Ask is like kind of insane with that, I think. Where's my thing? Was the one that I really liked from Ask like that? I can't remember. Are they 100,000? 1 million? Not yet. Well, kind of, I guess. Not necessarily. Like, area-wise, it doesn't take out as much, but I think kind of like the idea, like, it kind of fits the whole composition. I think I like Ask's execution, but I don't necessarily like the hair shapes. It's very round. Like, very these kind of circular kind of round. I don't mind, like, round curves and smooth curves and all that, but there's a lot of circles in there. What was it? I think it was it Cucumber? No, someone else. I think it was someone else. This one as well is like a little bit too big thin, big thin, big thin. Forgot who it was. Someone in the sheet here, perhaps. In the rack here. I know I did a study, quote unquote. Oh, it's right here. I like this bundle here. This bundle here was nice. Who's this artist? Hair is center stage, huh? A few Miku pieces come to mind, I think. But I think the irony is that some of those pieces are explicitly substituting hair with something in real life. Because they're drawing just the comparison of the shapes, I guess. Here. What time is it? 12:20. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, this might actually work. I can just draw this forever. It's just kind of chill. Wait, hang on. Is that who I think that is? This is the artist and 3D modeler, right? Yeah, like she's the designer for Kagura Mea. Is Mea still active? I'm sure she is, actually. Of course she is. Anyways, yeah, I've seen this person in VR chat quite a few times. They're pretty much always in VR chat doing stuff. Also, like in their profile, they said that you can just send a friend request, so I sent a friend request, and they just accepted it. But I've never spoken to them or seen them. Well, I've seen them like once or twice, but I've never spoken to them at all. It's really weird. They probably have like thousands of friends, but most of them are probably just fans. Oh yes, I remember yeah, I saw them using this avatar. Talking about the hair, right? This one is the opposite. It feels not as smooth. There's like these interesting kinks. That's a little bit squarish. They have a book? They're a master? Holy shit, okay. Oh. Oh, I see. How to draw hair, right? Chiara desa. Did they start drawing more recently? I don't remember them drawing this. Oh no, this is pretty old, never mind. Yeah, that's what I remember. Like, they have been working on 3D, like, exclusively for so long now. When was the book released, then? Oh, this has been quite a few years. Everyone's asking for signatures. Poggers. The avatar that they made in the VR chat is pretty popular too. Like, they're like just pretty successful all around in terms of content creation. Character designer for Hololive, Nijisanji, and like yeah, primarily these two. I don't remember the other. I don't remember the other talent agencies. My bad. But then the VR chat models are also selling pretty nicely. I see their models quite often. Back when I used to play it, that is. I don't know what things are like nowadays. Been a while. Where's the neck? Oh, the neck's there. Neck's kind of far. Lower targets. Good line this. This violates the original design. The 3x1. The 3+1. Let's do 3+1, I guess, but it's actually digits instead of just being a tube. The resequences, but it's fine. As long as it's art, the requirements are much lower. artwork. Dang, tablet was on the verge of collapse. $59, huh? $378. Oh, it's been 10 streams. That's not good. On average, we drop once per every 10. I guess numbers-wise, it doesn't look like that right now. But there was a period of time where we would drop once every 10 streams on the dot. Today is probably not one of those days. Hey, I just realized there's no requirement to draw clothing either. Dang, dude. Relax. This is as chill as it can get, Lamau. No requirements on personality, no requirements on clothing, background, anatomy. Anatomy, some, I guess. The most would be anatomy, I guess. As far as difficulty goes, this is as low as it gets, I think. Guess it's gonna go across something. Where am I now? Let me see. No. $12.30. Yeah, I think the only way to bump cuteness would be to have the hands do something. Or interact with the tail somehow. Yeah, well, it's okay. I don't need it. And then there's the other one that I did. This is off stream. Hands and everything are kind of different. It's short. Really? This is on a different layer? Holy shit. That's my layer in here. Anyways, I'll hop up here. And I guess we're just kind of doing this for a bit. Probably still go for rendering though. I actually have to render these if we're drawing. To practice render. And then behind the scenes I'm gonna try and get some commissions running. But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming. Tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.